Is it cannibalism if you eat your scabs?
Oh, is that like eat human?
Yeah.
No, that's meat.
Some people will engage in self-cannibalism. But this is taking a dark turn.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Joanna, and I thought I'd switch it up today and have a friend in it. So I've got joining me, but Els the Witch. We have done a YouTube video together before, and we met quite a while back now. When was it, like
November? I think we went to LA.
Yeah, we probably met at JD event, and then we met in LA.
Yeah, so last year.
Yeah, and we stayed in contact, and obviously Els is part of the social circle, so this is legal.
Yeah, she's in my social bubble.
Yeah, so we're not breaking any rules here. We're actually allowed to do this. So I asked loads of you guys on Instagram questions that you are too afraid to ask a friend. So I'm going to ask Els today these questions, but also I'll answer as well what I would do as well. So some are intense, but some are quite like things that you actually are afraid to tell your friends. Yeah. Sometimes you're scared of being judged, I think.
Yeah, but then you always find that everyone thinks the same. Like, you just say one thing, but oh my god, I think the same way. I mean, everyone's just too scared to talk about it.
Yeah, and we were having a discussion, a little something earlier, and I think we're not going to say what it is, but
definitely not.
I'm definitely not saying what it was. But we didn't know that we both experienced the same thing, so it's actually quite mad.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Where do we begin? I feel like I've got really bad tea breath. I'm really sorry. It's cut stale.
I've heard of coffee breath, but not tea breath.
It's like stale, milky.
Lovely, calm.
A whole load of stuff. I don't know if this is something you'd ask a friend, but anyway, I'm just going to say it anyway. Right. So the best way to message or inbox a girl you want to talk to without looking creepy. So I think that might be boy to a boy.
They're asking you, yeah. So I'm assuming it's a guy that wrote that in.
Yeah.
So I think they're asking you for advice on how to slide in a girl's DMs. That's what I'm getting from it.
Yeah.
Like, what tips would you give to a guy that wants to slide in someone's DM
without looking creepy?
Like, when you get a DM, what do you like? What makes you want to respond?
I'll tell you what doesn't make me want to respond. When someone says like, "Hey, darling, you okay?" I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. What would you want? What, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like being called darling.
Maybe if they come at me with something productive or something a bit more like something that's different. I feel like the same messages, "Hey, you okay?" or "I want to have sex with you," is not something that I'm going to respond to.
I'm gonna say I don't like just, you know, when some people just put one emoji.
Yeah.
You know, if it's someone that's got like followers or whatever, and they tried sliding your DMs with like a heart struck emoji, I'm like, I'm not gonna respond. But do you know what I do like? I feel like the way that is a good way to like slide in someone's DMs is watch their stories, like kind of see what they like, what they don't like, and pick up on things like if you go to like a restaurant and get the same thing every time, you could be like reply to it and be like, "Oh, I love this restaurant as well." Yeah, like you can even if you're lying. Do you know what I mean? They're probably gonna reply because they're like, "Oh, like I love it too."
That's the thing.
Start a conversation.
Because I remember I was like chatting with this boy once. He like, lived in America and stuff, and like we got talking. But the reason we got talking was he could see that I absolutely love Starbucks, but we were on lockdown, and I think America at this point wasn't really on lockdown.
Yeah.
And he basically sent me a video of him laughing, saying, "Ha, I bet you're jealous with this Starbucks." I was like, "That's brilliant! What a great way to get my attention." Yeah, I was like, "You better send me one over from the US, please. Thank you very much." And then finally, when I got when Starbucks opened over here, I literally sent him one back. So it's actually quite like,
yeah, I think you've got to show that you're like genuinely interested in like what they're doing in their day-to-day life, not just like you've been on their profile and like, "Oh, she's really hot, let me DM her.
Let me just try and get her attention." Yeah,
that's the best tip.
That's very productive. I really like that. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna learn so much today. So much. So this is a bit of a weird one, but then I get it in a really weird way. Okay. Is it weird that I have a fear of tampons?
Fear of tampons?
I don't think that's weird.
Do you know what? I don't think it's weird because if you've never used them before, maybe like I know people that don't use them at all. It is quite daunting because it's like, how do I like put it up? How do I put it up? Like, it's not like some people don't know how to do it properly. So then if you've had a bad experience with one, obviously you're going to be like scared of tampons. Yeah, and you can put it in wrong as well. Remember, and it hurts.
Yeah, you sit down, you're like, "Oh, something's stabbing my literal my cervix." Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But I think it's definitely like I mean to all you boys who are watching this, so don't take just. Obviously, if I use them, but I still feel a bit like, "Oh, here we go, I've got to put one in now," or "Oh, I've got to take one out." It's a bit like,
it's a whole palaver.
it's just a bit uncomfortable, but I get it. So you have fear of them, but I think the way of getting rid of that fear is genuinely just to shove one up.
Yeah, you've just got to,
in a safe way.
You just got to try it. And some people, they just don't like them, and then you can just use pads or whatever, and that's fine. I don't think that you have to use tampons.
No.
You don't. Whatever, we've all got to deal with it. Like, do you know what I mean? Why do females get periods? Like, why do we get out the short straw?
The fact that we've got to the fact that we bleed out of our vaginas is actually a madness.
It's offensive. Like, I can't be asked every month. Like, oh,
here we go again.
Here we go again. One less period to worry about.
And it doesn't even give us a month to have a breather. It gives us like 3 weeks. It's like, what is it, 20?
Yeah, 3 weeks, and then you start all over again. But even, it's not even just like the period. It's like halfway through like your cycle, then you start feeling tired, and then you get like spots, and then you get hormones, and it's just like,
that's like a week
every month for like what, 40 years of your life. I'm just like, do you know when you finish your period, I was like, it's an achievement. I'm like, I've done another one, I've knocked another one out.
I've come out alive. And also a lot of girls, if you are on the pill, just be a bit careful, because I've come off the pill now and I genuinely feel like I'm a woman again.
I haven't been on the pill since I was 17.
Really?
Because it really like messed with my hormones.
Yeah.
And I used to get like really bad panic attacks and stuff, and it was to do with the hormones in the pill.
I feel like I'm womanly now. I've got like sensation back, and like even like my boobs, I lost sensation in my boobs. So I used to be like, I can't feel my breasts. When I come off it now, I've become very sensitive. Like I can very much feel that.
Yeah.
It's fab. So yeah, I mean, when I'm
just brand new.
Tampons to tits to periods, bit madness. So
having it on.
It's not weird that you got a fear of them. I think you just maybe haven't had like enough experience with them.
Yeah, and I also think quite a lot of girls probably don't like tampons.
No.
So I think it's probably normal to be fair.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree.
Someone's written in, when will you realise your boyfriend is creepy, gross, and in the closet?
We might have to skip that one. Yes. Okay, so how do I tell my girlfriend that I have a foot fetish? I mean, if you've been together for a while now, maybe she would have like figured it out. I remember I was talking to this boy once. This was like when I was younger, and he basically like send me a picture of your foot. And I hate feet, and my feet aren't nice. Like my feet aren't the most prettiest, dainty feet. I mean, I'm not going to go into detail what my feet look like, but basically,
don't get them out.
Search my feet on Google. Yeah, and he asked me to send me a picture of his feet, of my feet, sorry, and I literally was like so like offended. But I think that's because I don't like feet, but maybe she'll like it. Maybe just like say to her, can I lick your toe?
To be fair, I think I've literally done a whole video ranting about foot fetishes, but I don't have a problem with them. I just don't like it when people DM me out of the blue being like, can you send me a photo of your foot? Because I'm the same as you, I don't like feet. But I don't think you should be ashamed of your foot fetish. If you've got a foot fetish, you shouldn't feel embarrassed about it or ashamed. And I feel like if you trust your girlfriend, you're like quite open with each other, then you shouldn't have an issue. I would have thought that it would have come out though already. Like, if you've got a girlfriend and you really like feet, you probably might have like
given her foot a cheeky wink or a cheeky stroke. You don't know.
And also you never know until you try. So like,
she might like it. She might have one and not telling you. So I think in relationships, just be open and honest.
Yeah. And also like I feel like relationships are all about you fall in love and you trust each other, and then you like can experiment and things like that. So just tell her, go for it.
Yeah. I mean, if I had a boyfriend with a foot fetish, I'd like him to tell me, but he's no way in hell licking my toe.
Yeah, I'm the same. I wouldn't also like if I was going out with someone, they told me they had a foot fetish, I wouldn't care. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, you're so weird, but also like I'm the same. I wouldn't let you lick my foot, but like you can have your foot fetish, it's fine. Like, nothing wrong with that. I saw this meme the other day and it's like different types of foot shape. So mine is just like I have just the normal, like it's just diagonal down. I didn't mean it like that, but like, you know when you see like the cartoon drawing of a foot, that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm imagining. But like but you know what? With your shaped foot, it probably fits in shoes better. Like if I'm wearing heels, you've got the triangle.
Oh yeah, this is weird. Apparently, actually, having second toe long in your big toe actually is normal. It's actually
I think I know more people with different. Yeah.
And the way shoes are sort of like made, it actually goes to a point where your second toe is actually we're the normal one.
Yeah, I think I'm the abnormal one. Sometimes in heels, my feet hurt.
Yeah.
They're not the right shape.
But I would love a nice set of toes, in all honesty. Because you know girls with nice toes are like this in their Instagram pictures and like...
Yeah, and they're all like...
Yeah, I'm like, right, knee upwards, thank you. Literally. So, I
think you should tell your girlfriend about your foot fetish.
100%.
Long story short.
This is an interesting one. Can I take a friend's sister out on a date? She said yes, but bro code and that. So in other words, you've asked your mate's sister to go on a date. She said yeah, but then you're fearful of taking her on a date because of bro code.
That's such a hard one. It's a hard one to answer as a girl because I don't really know much about bro code because I'm not like a bro, but I think it is awkward because unless you have to be sure that you really like her as well, because you can't just take your best friend's sister out because if you're unsure, because then you're like not taking it seriously and then that could ruin your friendship. So you have to be properly sure that you like really like them.
That's intense.
And also like, you know, like bro code and all that, you know what each other's done, like if you've ever like cheated or like done like stuff, then you're gonna know. So then you're like, I don't know if I want that. For example, I'm not saying they definitely have like cheated and done stuff like that, but like, you know, like all the ins and outs of everything, and you're probably like, oh, I wouldn't want you to like treat my sister badly. So
that's the thing. And I think, say if you then have an argument with them when you're in a relationship, do you then bring the best mate in and be like, your sister's that wound me up, and then the sister's gonna go to her brother and go, oh, your friends treated me like. But I think all in all, before you should have asked her on a date, I think, actually no, because then you need to get confirmation, but you
need to ask the friend.
You sit him down and say like, am I okay to do this? Because to be fair, I don't know short to say this, but my sister's with my brother's friend.
Oh really?
And it's worked out absolutely fine. Like they're all okay with it because they were quite open and honest with it, which is good. But I think it is awkward at first, but then I feel like as long as the friendship doesn't change, then it should be okay, but then it is still awkward, I get it.
What would you say then if he did go to his friend and said, can I take your sister out, and the friend said no? What would he do in that situation? Does he need to respect like his friend's wishes, or should he still date the sister anyway?
Well, it's hard because then imagine she was genuinely the one that you're going to end up marrying and have kids with.
So like, it's a risk though, because you're risking ruining your friendship completely, or like something that you never know. She could be the one, but she could also like not be. So, or
you could ease them into it. So the first time you ask, they're probably going to be a bit shocked, but then if you ease them into it and say like, look, and maybe a week later or a month later, give them time to digest it, take it all in, and maybe be like,
really like your sister.
I'm just reminding you.
Yeah, offers on the table still.
I'm putting the cards out. I still want to take her on a date. Does your mind change?
Also, if it works out, it's going to be good for everyone, because then you're like happy families. Your best mate's going out with your sister.
So you don't have to create new friends and stuff, or you don't have to like then have that awkward thing of meeting the sister's new partner. That's intense. Is it weird to fancy a boy's best friend? A boy best friend?
I'm glad you know what BSF meant, because I was looking at that like, what does BSF mean?
I'm taking a wild guess.
I think it's best friend.
So is it weird to fancy a boy best friend? No.
I think it's weird.
Us girls, we always look to be like, to connect with a boy and to have banter, to get along, do things with. And normally with a boyfriend, a boy best mate, normally you have that connection with them. And sometimes you do like sit there and go, maybe if I actually was with them, I'm going, maybe if I actually did.
What if we're meant to be together?
Yeah. So that's definitely not weird at all, but sometimes I look at my boy best mates and think, if I was with you, and I'm like, oh no, actually.
I feel like with my boy friends, I literally couldn't think of anything worse than like being with them romantically, because they're my friends. But then also, there's always a blurred line, I think, with like best friends, because they could be thinking that and you couldn't be, and then you're on two different waves, like because they could be like, oh, like I really like Jo, but I would never tell her because she's my best friend, and then you're on two completely different wavelengths, and then the friendship
becomes awkward.
Becomes awkward.
Because I had a really close friend when I used to work in Hollister, and he met my family, like we were really close, and we used to like make sure our shifts were the same time. And then I went on a date with my ex-boyfriend, and then as soon as I went on that first date with him, he messaged me and was like, I'm not friends with you anymore, like I don't want to be friends. And I'm joking, he FaceTimed me about a month ago. We've not spoken since, so that was maybe like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I like did answer, and I was like, oh, did you mistakenly call me? And he was like, oh, it's been so long. And I think,
I don't like it when people FaceTime me out the blue.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, hold on, we were best friends. I then went on a date, so I get it's awkward after that.
Yeah, then like people really liked you.
But I was to this day I'm still a bit offended, because I'm like, we were so close.
He should have given you an explanation, to be fair.
He should have, but he was going on dates at the same time anyway.
In answer to that question, I think it's not weird to fancy your boy best friend, but you got to tread carefully, because it's like you don't want to ruin the friendship. And as soon as you open your mouth and say like, I think I fancy you, the whole dynamic changes. Yeah. It's a really hard one.
Oh god.
It depends how much you fancy them. If it's like, oh, they're kind of hot, but then just leave it, because then like,
it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it, and see what happens, but don't put pressure on it.
But if it's like you absolutely
like I've got feelings for them, I'm in love with them, then you have to tell them. But you just bear in mind that if they don't feel the same, then your friendship's gone.
Could freak out.
Yeah.
Really out big time. So do you ever look at your friends and think, think you look rough today?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. But I'm also like, if they looked rough, then I would just tell them, because I feel like I would want someone to tell me if if I'd done my makeup weird, or just like, do you know what I mean? Just put in a little more effort. Even though like I think it's fine, like if you look rough, just own it.
Yeah.
Like some days I can't be asked, so I'm just like, I know I look rough.
I think you need a bit of honesty, and as well, I think like if you know when you go downstairs, you just got ready with friends, and downstairs, and they're like, oh, like I think my mate Corey, she does it. She goes, do you think them shoes go?
Yeah.
She like questions it as if to say, your shoes do not go upstairs and get changed again. So it is good because you don't want your friends to go out, potentially meet the man of their life, and then they're looking like weird.
Yeah, I think I would, if I thought that someone's outfit didn't go or something, I'd probably tell them, but not in a mean way. But also it's like, if they want to, if you want to wear that, then I would, if I liked my outfit and someone was just like, oh, by the way, your shoes don't go, I'd be like, so like, I want to wear this.
Yeah, I think as well, you've got to pick the right day, because if you're just chilling at home and you look rough, like there's no point saying anything. But if you're gonna go out in public, I mean, yeah, definitely say something, but in a very nice way, because some people get offended. Yeah,
it's true. Like you have to be careful. But I feel like I would, if I was gonna say something to a friend, I would have to be sure that they weren't sensitive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Sensitive and all that. Yeah. Don't want any of that. Have you ever tasted a bogey? Or it's actually a booger. A boogie would be.
I would like pick your nose and then tasted it.
Yeah.
I've not tasted a bogey, but I have, you know, like if you like have a scab or something, I haven't tried it. This is so rank. I had a friend once, and like her thing was she like really liked the taste of scabs. So she would pick her scab and then eat it.
So you tried a scab?
Yeah.
That's one thing I've never done.
I wouldn't try it bogey though. It doesn't taste or anything.
Was it a bit like
rough? Like chewy. So weird. Yeah.
This
is when I was younger though. And I was just like, right, let's know. Because I want to see what the fuss was about. She was like, I really like eating my scabs, which sounds so weird. So I was like, next time I had a scab, it's only like small. I was just like, so I tried it and I was like, oh, okay, it doesn't taste anything. And that was the end of that.
I thought it'd be more, I'm more concerned with the taste. I thought it'd be more crunchy.
It was kind of like crunchy / chewy.
Oh!
It didn't taste of anything. So like I couldn't say it was rank because it didn't taste of anything. But like I'm not gonna run back to it.
Did you like the texture?
It was, I don't know, it was just like chewy.
What is going on?
It was only like a tiny, it was literally minuscule. So just like, I can't remember how old it was definitely like young.
The fact that you were young, that's so fine. That's okay. I've definitely tried a bogey before.
Have you?
I think when I was younger, I like, you know when you can't be asked to get any tissue, just pick your nose. And you just... What,
like like when it's gooey? Oh my god. I know I'm doing this now and I've just said that I tried a scab one, so I'm like, I don't know what's worse.
The scab, the bogey, this comes all the time. There's so many in there.
People are like running.
Yeah, but you don't really get, no, I wouldn't like trying the crispy ones. I'd rather try the gooey ones. You just got to do it.
I've not tried a bogey.
And imagine you're on a day and then you feel like you've got a bogey and then you turn around and you quickly do that. Where would you put it? Like under the chair? Quickly.
Just go to the toilet.
Maybe like under the seat. Either way, I've definitely tried a bogey. But it's once or twice, do you know what I mean? I might have gone in for second dips, but it's very salty, not my thing.
I might have gone in for second dip.
Yeah, just like, did I really just taste that? Again, do you know what I mean?
Well, like, yeah, I'm sure it's had to go back.
Yeah, so I'm like, did I just taste that? Was that my mouth or was that I forgot a bogey?
Yes. I was literally like, my nose.
So yeah, but I mean, you tried a scab. We're on the same level now.
Let me Google it, because I honestly feel like people eating their scabs is a thing.
I think it is. Picking a scab's definitely a thing. I'm not quite sure eating a scab is.
People eat scabs. We'll see.
They definitely
see what Google says.
People eat their own.
Okay, there's a disorder that involves picking and eating scabs. So there's some people that like they do it
as a habit.
Is it cannibalism if you eat your scabs?
Oh, is that like eating humans?
Yeah.
No, that's meat.
Some people will engage in self-cannibalism. So this is taking a dark turn. I'm sorry,
your friend's got self-cannibalism.
No, it's not. It wasn't to do with scabs. It was to do with like eating your skin and like this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the scab turns into skin.
Yeah. You when you wish you hadn't Googled something.
Oh.
So weird.
Ooh, I mean, not offending anyone who does that, fair enough, but I think for me, I'm still like a bit
just stick to eating your bogies.
I've eaten a bogey! Woo! What are some of the things you think about when you're sitting on the toilet? It's a bit of, because I take my time, do you know what I mean? I'm not in and out, I'm like sitting there.
On my phone half
yeah.
the time. I don't reply to emails sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Just think when these people receiving emails, do not think, Els the witch is shat on the
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know what I think about.
I think I just think about like what I'm gonna do that day, what I'm gonna wear. I can't be asked wiping. Obviously I do wipe, but I can't like
Wait, what?
I can't be asked getting tissue and
I've never had that before.
really?
Yeah.
It's just long. Do you think it's long wiping your buttocks?
I can't believe I'm literally on your YouTube talking about this.
This is so joke. This is a safe place, okay? You can talk about anything on this channel.
You know the title is, what is it? Asking questions people are uncomfortable to answer. This is one of them.
Yeah, this is that's a good title.
Yeah.
It's a good title.
Well, we've got it right here because I'm uncomfortable answering.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think about like what you're gonna do that day?
Yeah, probably. I feel like what have I got to do next? Like, what am I doing now?
Wee.
Yeah.
Shower. Wash your bum.
I'm always thinking about what I've got to do now. Like, what am I doing now?
Yeah.
Like the plan of action. Where am I going from here?
Yeah. Well, there we go.
Do you know what? No, this is so weird. Sometimes I'm in the toilet or like in the shower or something, and I'm like, what if someone has put like cameras in here? Do you ever think that? And I'm like,
Always.
what if someone's put cameras in here, or like, what if I've accidentally left my phone on or something?
I tell you what, I don't buy teddy bears because I feel like the people who make them have put cameras in their eyes.
I've seen it in like horror movies.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah.
And also at one point when I was younger, I actually thought my dog was like a machine, and he had like cameras in his eyes. I was looking at him, I was like, oh, stop looking at me, get changed. He was looking at me, get changed.
You
and I
sound
was
like you're in an episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah, I've never watched that, but yeah.
You've never seen Black
No.
Mirror? It's kind of like along those lines.
Oh,
like
yeah.
a dog would be a robot and stuff.
Yes, it just scared me. And I was a bit like, I actually can't.
You know when dogs stare at you though, it's kind of like, why are you staring? And they just literally stare and you're like, right.
I find it weird when people have said they've become intimate with their partner and their dog's in the room.
No, I thought you were going to say they became intimate.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, where are you going?
No, became intimate with their partner, yet their dog's in the room. That is so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I literally like, stop, like, what? No, they're like a kid. When my dog humps something, I'm like, I feel like I'm seeing my kid hump something. Like, you can't do that.
So awkward when dogs do that.
So offended. So basically, Elsa Witch answers emails on the and thinks about what she's doing next.
Thanks for that. And whether my bathroom's been hacked or not.
Literally, our brains play little games with us. So guys, that is the end of this YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching. It was supposed to be asking your friends the questions you feel awkward to ask them, but it sort of turns out to be what awkward questions in general do you just ask someone or you feel awkward to answer. I hope you have enjoyed it. So I'm going to put Elsa Witch's YouTube link below. Remember to like, comment and subscribe and turn your post notifications on. And I will see you on my next YouTube video. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. So we'll see you very, very soon.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.